You are watching All Things Real Estate and More with Ann-Riley Caldwell, with a brand new episode on wire fraud.
Hey, I'm Ann-Riley Caldwell, and I'm a Nashville, Middle Tennessee Realtor, and I'm here with Rowland from Signature Title, and we have an important topic that we just kind of want to throw out there.
Yeah.
Shockingly, not everybody is honest.
Shocker, right?
Shockingly,
Yeah.
Some people want to steal your money.
Yes.
It's just crazy. So there is something that we just want to bring to your attention, not to scare you, but just to make you aware.
Sure.
In a real estate transaction, obviously money's going to have to change hands because no house is free. So, when you get to closing, particularly if you're a buyer, you're obviously having to get money to the title company for the title company to ultimately get that to the seller.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the biggest ways to send money is via wire transfer. So there is a form that all good realtors should have you sign. That's a wire fraud disclaimer. So hopefully we've kind of talked about that at the time that we sit down and go over all those other documents that you get to sign in order to work with the realtor. But wire fraud is something that we just want to make people aware of, because there are people out there who are very talented and use their talents in not the best of ways. And so particularly when they see a lot of emails going around between lenders and title companies and other parties,
Yes.
it triggers things that they know how to do to go, hey, there must be a financial transaction likely to happen
Sure.
here. And so from that, they're doing some tricky little things to try to get people to wire money to the wrong place.
Right.
So we always tell people, as a realtor, I always tell people, first of all, my particular brokerage does not hold any money. It always goes for us to a title company, which is what we have here with the escrow accounts. Escrow accounts are just money that you guys put in a particular account that is actually somebody else's money that you're just holding.
That's right.
And so that's an escrow account. So anytime that you're sending money to a title company, your money is protected in a separate account. You're not using it to pay their bills.
Nope.
Very important to know. But a lot of times that money gets you sometimes cashier's checks, occasionally with earnest money deposits, which is the first money that buyers usually put down as a good faith deposit, I call
Sure.
it. Sometimes those are personal checks.
Yep.
Don't particularly jump up and down about money orders, but maybe.
No, but yes.
And so there are things that we can do that we can talk about when they get to that. But when we talk about larger sums of money, there are limits where it really has to be a wire transfer, correct?
Yeah. So we require anything that's being sent to us over $10,000 be in the form of a wire. We will send you wiring instructions that are incomplete and have our company phone number on them. The purpose of that is you're required to call into my office and talk to one of my staff members to verify the wiring instructions.
That's great, and that's not the norm.
It's not the norm, but it's a way that we feel protects us from some wire fraud. So basically, you get that form. It's all the information you need, but you just have to call in and get some missing pieces.
Oh, that's really clever.
So then you put those missing pieces. It's very simple.
Fill in the blank.
Not going to tell you here, but you just fill in the blank with some missing information that we'll give you verbally. You take that to your bank and then you wire us those funds. Now there's another side of that coin if we're wiring you money. So if you're selling your home and we're wiring you $100,000, we require that you bring a voided check to closing. That way we have all of your account information, and then we have a form, 2 forms actually, one that you sign where we'll fill in all that information with your voided check, and it just says I want the money to go into this account. You'll sign that form. And then you will sign a wire fraud form, which is very similar to the one that you would sign with your agent. One thing that's very important about this is we will not allow a change to wiring instructions over the phone or via email. So if for any reason you say, oh no, I gave them the wrong voided check, or oh no, I want this to go in that account, that's fine, but you have to come back in person in front of a notary to have that redone. And that is all for the protection of the customer. That's not one of the number one ways of fraud, is someone hacking into an email account, finding out, oh, this person's participating in a financial transaction and saying, hey, I know I came to closing, but I really want you to wire this here. We get emails like that all the time. Obviously, we report every one of those emails. We never acknowledge those emails, and we never act on those emails. But we just try to explain to people up front, all of that has to be done in person. So we do require that you do all of that in person just to safeguard that.
Oh, wow, that's great. So anyway, just be careful because we want to always protect our clients and make sure that the money shows up at the same time that you show up at closing, and that we don't have any issues that, could keep you from buying that house or the sellers getting the money they're supposed to be getting.
Yep.
So anyway, so hopefully that's helpful. Again, if you have questions, reach out to us and let us know.
Yep.
We hope you enjoyed watching All Things Real Estate and More with Ann-Riley Caldwell. To learn more about Ann-Riley, or for your real estate needs, visit notyourordinaryagent.com or call 615-930-0313. Thanks for watching.